BTS is known as Bangtan Boys, is a South Korean seven-membered band that began formation in 2010 and debuted in 2013. The group is managed by a big company, Big Hit Entertainment. So let's start the video. South Korean K-pop group BTS is facing a backlash in China over comments a member made about the Korean War. In a speech, the band's leader, known as RM, mentioned South Korea's shared history of pain with the US over the 1950 to 1953 conflict in which the two countries fought together. But his remarks have made angered the Chinese social media users as Beijing backed the North in the war. The controversy also appeared to have affected commercial deals. Adverts featured BTS have removed their ads on social media about BTS. K-pop has a large following in China, and BTS, one of the most successful groups, are no different with at least 5 million fans on China's popular social media platform Weibo. RM's comments came as BTS received an award celebrating relations between the US and the South Korea. We will always remember the history of pain that our two nations shared together and the sacrifices of countless men and women, he said. But his words were met with an angry response by social media users in China who noted the losses their country suffered during the war. They should not make any money from China, one user said. Another person commented, if you want to make money from Chinese fans, you have to consider Chinese feelings. Around 2 lakh South Korean soldiers and 36,000 American soldiers died during the Korean War as well as millions of civilians. Chinese state media say 180,000 soldiers from China have also lost their lives. It was difficult to gauge the scale of the backlash to RM's comment among BTS Chinese fanbase, someone calling on each other to stay quiet on Weibo's post, and the number of people were defending the K-pop group on Twitter. It was noticed that RM's feed didn't notice China directly. The seven-member BTS is popular around the world and have broken a number of records. Earlier this year, their single Dynamite became the most viewed YouTube video in 24 hours and 101 million views in one day. The recent episode is yet another example of an increasingly obvious fact that China is a soft power. Its recent turns toward nationalism is not winning hearts and minds. Across the globe, negative perception of China is reaching historic heights. In a recent survey of 14 countries by the Pew Research Center, the average negative opinion of China is 74%, up from the 36% in 2002. That's in stark contrast to its next door, South Korea, which doesn't take a backseat to many countries when it comes to expressive nationalism. In a 2019 survey conducted by the Korean Culture Information Service, the average favorability of South Korea among the 15 countries surveyed was a solid 76%, with over 90% of favorability ratings from several countries including Russia, India, Brazil, Thailand. South Korea, in other words, is as popular as China is unpopular. South Korea's pop culture has played a major role in the world's positive image of the nation. A plurality of the respondents in the same survey said K-pop was the first thing that came to mind about South Korea, followed by Korean food and culture. China would be wise to take a page from South Korea's soft power strategy. To be sure, the fashionable claim that the Korean government created K-pop is an overstatement and is usually deployed to discount the artistry and creativity of Korea's pop culture. Fundamentally, South Korean pop culture found global resonance because Korea's artists create cultural products that the world found compelling. But the Korean government did play a role. It wanted to gain soft power through K-pop culture following the transition. As the criticism gathered pace, posts featuring BTS special edition smartphones and earphones manufactured by South Korean electronics disappeared from Chinese e-commerce platforms. BTS-related posts from many companies have also been disappeared. China's state-run newspaper Global Times noted in a tweet, Chinese netizens said the band's totally one-sided attitude to the Korean War hurts their feelings and negates history. Due to these obstacles, more and more K-pop artists have opted to look beyond China and focus on their reach to Western countries, and BTS is arguably the most successful example among them. BTS have not set their feet in mainland China since 2016, although they have performed in Taiwan and Hong Kong. That's all for today. Thank you for watching my video and listening to me. Subscribe to my channel, and if you like the video, give it a big thumbs up.